we're going to make a placemat. So for each mat, you're going to need fabric for one back, one insert, miscellaneous sewing supplies, and for complete directions, please see my website. Okay, now we're going to mark the center points of both the insert and the back. And here you have the back, and I've marked each center point with a pin, okay? These are the outside edges. You can also use an iron to press in your center points. So I've taken the insert and now I fold it in half, press it with an iron to get a crisp line, open it up, and there you see your center point, okay? Now to get the other center point, fold it again, iron it, now we're going to iron each edge of the back. We're going to flip it up 2.5 inches. Each edge, flip it up 2.5 inches. Okay? And we're going to press that so that there's a nice crisp seam. Okay? And now I've marked this fabric with right side up because they're so similar front to back. Continue ironing all the way around until you've done all 4 sides. Placing your insert on top of the back, right sides together, matching center points, place your fabric underneath your presser foot. I like to use this blue masking tape as a seam guide. It just works really well for that. Not necessary, it's just an easy guide. You will repeat this process on 3 seams, sewing to within 1/2 inch from the edge of the top fabric. So you're going to stop 1/2 inch from the edge of this top fabric, okay? Now on the 4th seam, you're going to leave an opening of 2 to 3 inches. And here you can see I've stopped sewing, and now I'm just going to move my fabric down about 2 or 3 inches and continue to sew. Make sure you back tack on both ends of those seams. Once all of your seams are sewn, your mat should look like this. Go ahead and iron your seams, press your seams closed as opposed to what you would normally do, which is to press them open. So go ahead and press your seams flat, closed, however you want to say it. And just do this all over your mat, making sure everything is ironed nice and okay. Now you have these funny little dog ears there, and press those to make sure that you get the fold, the crease. And I'll show you here in just a moment. Okay, you want to make sure that each dog ear has a nice little crease. Okay, right there. You see this crease right in there. That's very important. So make sure that that gets a good pressing, okay, on all 4 corners. Okay, that's going to be a seam line. Now you're going to prepare your dog ears to sew. Find the ditch on the dog ear, and you will unfold your dog ear, and then you're going to see the ditch. Okay, there's the ditch. Make sure that you just have the 2 layers of the dog ear. You have to sort of manipulate things around, but you just want the 2 layers, and then you're going to sew in that ditch. Start at the top, and I always back tack. Okay, then sew all the way down to where your seams come together. Perfect. When you finish, pull that little piece that's stuck between there down. And now what you're going to do is trim that seam to about 1/4 inch. You're going to repeat this for all 4 dog ears, leaving a 1/4 inch seam on each ear after cutting the excess. Now you're going to press your mat once again. Okay? And okay, now we're going to finish pressing, and we're going to remove any right side up markers that you may have. And then we're going to locate the 2 to 3 inch gap in the seam that we did not sew. Okay, there's your marker. Take that off. Now, there's the place that we did not sew. It's about 2 to 3 inches. What you want to do here is just start stuffing the mat into that opening. And you just poke it in there and pull it out, stuff it in there. There's some right side up markers that I left. Okay, so you're just going to keep pushing and pulling until you've completely turned that mat around. Now, you may want to put your index finger in and poke around where the points are. Okay, your corners. Just take your index finger, there you go. Now just push that point out. Okay, perfect. Then, once you've done that, you're going to flatten it out and you're going to iron one more time. Now we get to have some fun, top stitching. Get creative or stick to matching threads. It's your choice. Okay, place your mat underneath your presser foot with the left edge of the presser foot against the edge of the back. And you will feel underneath there, you'll feel the seam. Okay, leave the needle down in the ditch at this point. Lift your presser foot, pivot the mat, continue sewing, and that's it. You're done. Voila, you have your placemat. Thank you and happy sewing. So just repeat 4 times for a set of 4 and you are finished. You've got holiday, Thanksgiving, reversible placemats. Thank you so much.